Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Enshrouded. It's my first time playing. I have messed around a little bit, but I don't know too much about the game at all really. But we play the Flameborn and the realm of Embervale has fallen, consumed by the Shroud. Now the enduring flame calls for you. Find a place in the ruined world and construct a flame altar to create shelter from the dark. Enshrouded is a survival action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic fantasy world. The game takes place in the fallen kingdom of Embervale, where an ancient and mysterious corruption called the Shroud has consumed the land, turning it into a hostile, desolate place filled with monstrous creatures. You play as the Flameborn, one of the last remnants of humanity awakened from a deep slumber, with the power to resist the Shroud's corruption, but only temporarily. A vast world awaits you filled with secrets and peril. We can navigate to the map to track our discoveries. Now, here is our world. We need to go to the plains to create our first base, and in our journal we've got a quest here claiming a spot for our first base where we need to build a flame altar in the wilds. We have also unlocked the ability to craft our flame altar, which requires 5 units of stone, and our goal is to reclaim Embervale by exploring its ruins, battling corrupted creatures, and uncovering the secrets of the civilization that fell before you. Now, the game is a little bit laggy for me in places, as you've just seen there, and that is because, if you see here, compiling shaders is only at 60%, but I do want to get some recording done, as I've kindly been given a key for this one by Keymailer after quite some time of waiting and hoping that I could get one. I've been following the game for a while, and I'm really quite excited to finally be playing it. It did release to quite some critical acclaim when it first came out, mainly because of the building mechanics. Yes, there is the ability to build a little house or a settlement. I've seen some fantastic creations, and I'm looking forward to exploring that a little bit more myself. As you journey through the world, you'll gather resources, crafting weapons and armor, you'll build settlements, and you will recruit NPCs to assist you in your journey. You can also play multiplayer, but I am currently playing solo. We just grabbed some explosive powder balls, and that is a terraforming tool or an explosive to forge a path through this rubble here, straight in front of us. There we go. And we make it through. Oh no, we didn't quite make it through there. We're going to throw another one. There we go. We are now through. And there's a little chest here. We'll open that up, and we've got a hunter's ring, which we'll take, and a few other bits and pieces here. So something to read. Gather round, we're drinking, an ode to the queen once young. 3 babes on her arm, cup filled to the brim, thinking out loud she'd sung. Rather mead in my cup, or my cup filled with rum. Drink too much rather than be done. Can't only have some, so share some around. Drink too much rather than drink raw one. Rather mead. Oh god, it's a long song. I'm not going to sing the whole thing, but yes, a little bit of lore peppered throughout there. This person is not doing too good. I'm also just going to throw another powder ball in here, because that will blow all of that stuff up and give us some loot, which is wood. We've also unlocked the ability to create a shield. Now, we could actually just bash the life out of these boxes and get some more loot, but I'm not going to do all of that. Did I just get another explosive powder ball? I did. Ooh, that's cool. Right, anyway, back to my walking around. Yes, so you recruit NPCs to help you. Basically, you have to build them a little house or give them a bed to sleep in, and once you've done that, you'll be able to have them craft stuff for you and assist you in your journeys through the Shroud. Now, the Shroud is an interesting thing. It does damage you the longer you are in there, and you can build up resistances to it, and by expanding your flame altars and all of that sort of stuff, you actually get some more, the ability to do a little bit more within the Shroud, and you can actually banish some aspects of the Shroud to unlock new areas and stuff as you expand your reach in the land. The deeper you venture into the Shroud-covered lands, the greater the dangers, but also the greater the rewards. Obviously promoting a high-risk, high-reward kind of system. You get hidden knowledge and various artifacts and armor and stuff that will help you in your quest to fully purge the Shroud from this area. You'll also learn about the mystery of what caused the Shroud and a few other bits and pieces. So whether it be, lots of things unfold. You've got a nice mix of survival, exploration, and storytelling. Here you can see the Shroud is there and doing a little bit of damage to us. So the flame allows us to resist the shroud, but if you linger, you will perish. Escape the shroud to replenish your maximum time in the shroud itself. So we get out here and it goes back up to the 5 minutes. In and out. There we go. Nice and easy, pretty self-explanatory. Now the combat is pretty good. It's you got a lock-on target there, and you can then go in and attack them. Obviously, fire does a good job at taking out the shroud monsters and the various creatures that are in there. And there we go. You can do a little dodge and back in for some more combat. Nice and easy taking them down. We're going to take all of this stuff off them, and then we can carry on our journey. So I am going to spend about 20 minutes here showing you the ropes, and we're going to get down, we're going to build our first flame altar, and in a later episode, because I'm doing a few to cover this, if you want to see more on the channel, you are more than welcome to request that. I really like the look of the game. We're not playing on maximum graphics at this moment in time. There's still, you know, we can push this a little bit further. I just want to make sure that I'm wandering around and having a nice little bit of an explore in here. Now we've got a pile of bones there, and this first ruin that we come to, you can see down there, it looks like that's the space for our quest where we need to go and build our first flame altar. But I'm just going to have a little look around this camp first, because there are probably things that we can loot. So there we go. The Captain's Journal, Day 1. Hold the chamber to your last breath. These were the words of the Ancient One before he entered with a handful of our best warriors. It was the first time I'd seen one of his kind, and I expect it will be the last. His face is burned in my mind. My life, and those of my remaining soldiers, are pledged to this sacred duty. Captain Arkwright. Okay, so a little bit of lore there. I wonder if smashing these does anything. Nope. This is definitely going to be one of those games where I just run around breaking stuff and see what I get out of it. We can search some stuff here and see what we get. We get some twigs, water, and plant fiber. We're going to grab all of those because they'll be crafting-based stuff. And here, there's a little bit of loot we can pick up. And we'll just continue having a little look around. There's a little goat there who seems to be in trouble. And he didn't like that, did he? Obviously here, that's just going to give us a little bit more. And this is going to break soon anyway, so I might as well burn out the last of it. There we go. And we get some more twigs. Then we do have another torch, but we also just got a rusty short sword from somewhere. That was a nice pickup. And we'll drop down here. Again, wild animals running away from me. But over here is our destination to reach the plains and claim a spot for our base. Now, the base building is pretty intuitive, and I've heard some really good things about it. I've also seen some fantastic creations. This was one of the reasons why I really wanted to play this one. So we need to claim a spot for our base. To do that, we obviously need to open our crafting menu, because we need to make a flame altar, which is going to require us to get 5 stone. We don't have 5 stone just yet, but if we just run around, we can collect these little rocks here, and that already takes us up over the amount of stone that we actually need. But I will just keep collecting some more. What I'll probably do is we'll maybe go a bit off camera and we'll try and get a few more bits and pieces of resources to really flesh out the amount that we've got before we start building. But I do want to get some quests and stuff done, so that might happen as well. Right, we just need to switch to our secondary toolbar there, and then we can place our altar. Now you see here the yellow outline there in the box is the build limit basically, and if we upgrade our altar, we do get an increased build limit. Now it says there's enemies nearby. That is not an enemy, that is just a goat. Or is it? Still telling me that there's enemies nearby. What are you? Oh, there's a weird swarm coming after me now. Oh no. We don't want that. Hello there. Oh dear, what? Hang on, I've just started playing. Oh my god. Right, let's just chop this all down. There we go, right, they're gone now. Blimey. That wasn't what I was expecting. Right, can I place this now? Yes, we can. I've saved you, goat person. Goat person, it's just a goat, Lee, come on. Right, we now have a recipe unlocked. We can also commune with the flame. So, you are not alone. There are other survivors drowsing in nearby ancient vaults. Find them so they may aid you in your journey. Go gently. One beckons nearby just outside of the Shroud's grasp. So, we can upgrade our altar. Now, upgrading our altar extends the building range, and we can strengthen the flame, which gives us some global benefits. But first of all, we are going to run off into the Shroud. I'm going to pick up items and stuff as I go, and we will hopefully get enough items to at least build a smallish base when we get done here. So plant fibers are going to be good as well. If you've played any sort of survival games, a lot of the stuff like plant fibers, stones and things like that will be very familiar to you. Certainly things with like pebbles and stuff, it borrows a lot from games like Rust and things like that, but largely it is more to do with crafting, survival, and building out a nice little base. Obviously you can play this multiplayer. I think you can have up to 4 people on a server. I'm playing privately because I don't have any friends. No, I just wanted to do this solo, but I'd definitely be interested in having a look at multiplayer if I can borrow a few people to come and spend a few hours with me in this. But for now, I'm quite happy just checking it all out and seeing what it's like. Is this thing coming to attack me? No, it's not. It's running away now. I can't tell what is hostile and what isn't right now, and it's quite scary. But there's a really nice kind of sense of adventure when you go around exploring. The game looks beautiful, even on the slightly lower settings that I'm running it on. And yeah, I'm really excited to be playing this. I think this is going to attack me, so let's get there first, actually. Bang, bang, bang. There we go. Right, nice and easy, and we can loot it and grab a bone. And we've unlocked a recipe. So I guess as you explore and stuff, you do get recipe unlocks and things that help you along your way. We're going to have a quick look up these stairs. I don't know if this is where I need to go. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I wonder if we can actually repair that bridge at some point. But currently we do need to just push on and see if we can travel through the Shroud to find this sleeping adventurer, whoever it may be. And they will probably, I mean, if I'm lucky, they might actually join my cause and I can get them a bed or something and really kind of start looking at what we can do to expand our lands, build a nice little hut to get a little bit of a starter base up and running. And yeah, I'm really quite excited to it. The world looks beautiful. I'm quite excited about the story. The idea of this shroud seems pretty good. I don't know if dropping down here is going to be such a good idea, but we're going to do it anyway. If you die, you do lose some of your stuff, so we do need to be very careful of that. And I'm currently enshrouded, which is not good. Let's just try and get through it. My torch doesn't seem to have any fire on it, which is not good, and we are spending a little bit too much time in the shroud. Is this one going to work? There we go, that one's work. I mean, the torch hasn't loaded, but the fire is there. It's just not showing up. Have we now made it out of the shroud? The timer has dropped away, so I think we're okay. I did lose a lot of health there. Can I eat this mushroom? No, that just gives me a magic damage bonus. What about drinking water? Kind of helped. Ah, bandages. There we go. Little bit of a health restore there. And it's going up over time. That's good. So we are out of the shroud now, and we've arrived at Rookmore. Now, I think these guys... Oh, no! Well... they don't like me in that area. Okay, let's respawn. So that sends me back to here. I do have a few of my items. We can commune with the flame, but I don't know if that's such a good idea. I have leveled up, though. Somehow, I've managed to level up. And my character can't move for some reason. I've got a skill point. I'm back. We're communing with the flame. Right, okay, that didn't end well, did it? Let's have a look at what skills we can get. Now, this is pretty impressive, actually. There's a lot here. Well rested. Okay, we don't want that. What's this? Lumberjack. Mason. Merciless attack. Okay, massive damage to an enemy you've overpowered. To overpower an enemy, fill their stun bar by attacking while they block or parrying their attacks. You only need 3 instead of 6 seconds to revive an ally. Now, I'm not going to be using that. That's for a grappling hook. Well rested. Sneak attack. Lumberjack again. Mason. I guess maybe we can take merciless attack. We've got 2 skill points available. Can we do this sort of stuff? Yes, we can. Right, I'm increasing my dexterity. And we'll also, if we have a look here, you can see what these go into. The skill points are pretty big, pretty impressive. What I would like to do, though, if we have a look at... I'd quite like to become a tank. So maybe we should... Can we take that off, or have we already unlocked it? No, we've already unlocked it. Let's go with Constitution. There we go. Right, so that's going to increase our health, which we definitely need. We can't travel through the shroud then. So we could just go around, look for some fights, and level things up a little bit. But what we could also do, if we just have a quick look... do I have a journal here? Let's have a look at my journal. We don't have any missed quest. It's just find the sleeping survivor, but that does involve traveling through the Shroud. We've claimed a spot for our base. Let's just see. We might as well craft something if we can here. And going into our crafting menu again, we can get a workbench which requires string and wood logs, but obviously all my stuff is gone into the Shroud. I don't have anything really that I can make any use of, which is a bit of a shame. My only other option then would be to go back over there and try and retrieve my gear, but even with that, I don't think that's going to be a very good idea. There's something over there. Still have my sword. Maybe, just maybe, travelling through here is going to be a good idea. We'll go and we'll kill this. There we go. Right, let's get into it. Right, that's one down. Another. Nice. Okay. Take all of this stuff, and yeah, I think we definitely overexerted ourselves against some of our enemies there. We shouldn't have gone that far in, but we are here now, and we might as well start looting a few items around this space. So we just need to pick up some rocks and stones and wood logs and stuff like that, and that will definitely help us moving forward. Once we get enough to create the workbench, we can actually unlock some items and start creating some crafting tools, which I guess is probably going to be our best option moving forward. So campfires will allow us to cook food. That's something that could be very useful for us, and there's a few items here that I can actually pick up. Not a lot around there. There is a bed here which we could sleep in. That might be useful. And yeah, we've got a nice bit of lore there with a good night's rest, and I guess we could sleep, and that might be a good thing for us right now. We'll just demolish some stuff here and get a little bit of loot, some more wood and things, and then I think we'll sleep. So once we've slept, we'll get a nice rested, which will increase our maximum stamina. I'm currently not comfortable, but being rested certainly helps. We've got to wait a little bit of time there. I'll get up now. So there we go. Right, let's interact with this campfire and we'll cook, because I think I have some venison or something that I picked up before. We can cook the mushrooms. That looks to be cooked. Let's have a quick look around here. We've got raw meat. So we'll just hold to cook. Oh, okay. So it's kind of similar mechanics to... oh, what was it called? Sea of Thieves, where you have to cook over a certain amount of time and then eventually it gets, cooked, or if you hold it over too much, it will burn. There we go. Right, we've cooked our meat. Oh, and then jumped in the fire. What a oh no, I'm burning. Get off. I'm just going to punch some stuff here and get some more loot. Maybe I'm not, because I'm terrible at this game already, as I can definitely tell. We'll eat that. That gets our health up. Then our torch, we'll start bashing stuff here. Okay. Now, that should give us a little bit of loot, and I've accidentally scooped some water. God, I'm not doing very well here, am I, guys? Anyway, lots of loot. What do we need for this crafting bench? I should probably do that instead of going somewhere else. Right, string. We need 3 bits of string. Where can we find string? Probably up here in this little camp. Obviously, my loot, I don't know if I'm going to get that back. Probably not this run anyway. Let's see if we can find some string somewhere to help us out. If I go back up into this camp here, there might be some in the old ruins up here. Can we sprint? Yes, we can sprint. Let's have a look over here, though. This looks like a little area that we could take a look at. There seems to be some sort of shroud activity. I am currently enshrouded, and there's... beasties here. Let's go take them out. Down you go. And we'll come back into this guy as well. Nice. Down you go. That looks like some sort of thing that's spewing shroud stuff out. We'll get rid of that. Alright. Looks like we've taken out whatever was in here, or most of it. Right. Still no sign of the string that we need. What are you? Ooh. We got honeycomb. Nice. Honey and wax. Okay. Can we, if I have a look here, can I craft string? I need plant fiber to craft string. Why didn't I think of that before? Right, let's go get some plant fiber. There we go. That's 1 item of string done. And let's get some more plant fiber. definitely should have been thinking about this before, because that is obviously very useful to us, and I wasn't even focused on the fact that I might need to do that. But there we go. Right, we've got more string, and then we can make our workbench, and it is done. Excellent. Right, let's switch over, and we'll place this workbench right over here. We are just going to rotate the position of it. Put it here for now. There we go, and then we can craft and repair stuff. So we can craft a glider, which needs shroud wood, animal fur, and string. We can craft a grappling hook, which requires metal scraps, string, and shroud spores. Or we can make a construction hammer, which is actually a very useful thing that allows us to get a building mode. So I'm going to do that now. And then we've got a load of blocks. We can basically break down stone and wood to make 100 blocks, and that helps us out with our base. Then we've got bonfires. We've got palisades, lots of little stuff here, and obviously loads more to unlock. So we're 20 minutes into this video. You have seen me screw things up. You've seen me just about recover things. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and harvest a load of resources, and then next episode we will build a smallish base. So I hope you have enjoyed today's first little look at Enshrouded, and we'll be back next time for another little look once I've got a few tools and things set up and we've harvested some materials. We'll dive into some building and make a nice little house. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.